यशोदानन्दन व्रज गिरिवरधारी जय विजनवल्लभ जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय विश्वपाद परमात्मा का श्रीमद एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, ISKCON बिबडी फाउंडर चार्ज श्रील प्रभुपाद की, जय विश्वपाद परमात्मा प्रकाचार अस्तुत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की, आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की, वृंदावन सठ गोस्वामी प्रभुवन की। प्रेम से कहिए जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुधा महारानी की, श्री क्षेत्रपुरी धाम की, मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की, गंगा माँ यमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी। All glorious to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glorious to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glorious, all glorious, all glorious, Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glorious to Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति शापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सावधूतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादां सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं नित्यानन्दमहं नमामि सर्वानन्दकरं परं हरिनामं प्रदं देवम् अवधूतशिरोमणि। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्तुसे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभं जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपादां वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं। Paramanandam Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwar. Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Jai. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, Ant Leela, chapter 14, verse number 28. So please repeat after me. तारा आरती देखी प्रभु कहिते लागिला, ए तो आरती जगन्नाथ मोरा नहीं दिला। तारा आरती देखी प्रभु कहिते लागिला, ए तो आरती जगन्नाथ मोरा नहीं दिला। तारा आरती देखी प्रभु कहिते लागिला, ए तो आरती जगन्नाथ मोरा नहीं दिला। तारा आरती देखी प्रभु कहिते लागिला, ए तो आरती जगन्नाथ मोरे नहीं दिला। तारा आरती देखी प्रभु कहिते लागिला, तारा आरती देखी प्रभु कहिते लागिला, आरती जगन्नाथ मोरा नहीं। मदर्स, तारा आरती देखी प्रभु कहिते लागिला, तो आरती जगन्नाथ मोरे नहीं दिला। तारा आरती प्रभु कहिते लागिला, आरती जगन्नाथ मोरा नहीं दिला। तारा आरती प्रभु कहिते लागिला, तो आरती जगन्नाथ मोरा नहीं। Hare Krishna. Word to word meaning. Tara, her, Aarti, eagerness, Dekhi, seeing, Prabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kahite Lagila, began to speak, Eta Aarti, so much eagerness, Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, More, unto me, Nahi Dila, did not bestow. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Seeing the woman's eagerness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Lord Jagannath had not bestowed so much eagerness upon me. Purport. The woman was so eager to see Lord Jagannath that she forgot she was offending the feet of a Vaishnava by climbing the column of Garuda. She also neglected to consider that by putting her foot on the shoulder of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, she offended the Supreme Personality Godhead. There are both grievous offenses that displease the Supreme Lord and Vaishnavas. She was so eager to see Lord Jagannath, however, that she committed all these offenses obviously. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praised her eagerness. He regretted that Lord Jagannath had not bestowed such great eagerness upon him. So Hare Krishna, I seek blessing from all the devotees assembled here so that I can say some words for the glorification of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Jagannath, and for my own purification. So the chapter name itself is saying the Lord's feeling of separation. So when Lord moved from Mayapur Dham and he went to Jagannath Puri. So already he had developed, means like he is Supreme Personality Godhead, but externally, as in the mood of Srimati Radharani and Gopis, he was feeling separation from Vrindavan and all the devotees. So he was eager, feeling separation, that where he can meet Lord, where he can have his darshan. So that was the mood which, by taking that mood, he actually entered the Puri Dham. So as we know that how Lord was very eager, and then just before entering the Puri Dham, he was in ecstasy, and Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who didn't like his so much ecstasy, so he broke his danda. And then when he came in his consciousness, then Lord is asking, where is my sannyas danda? Please give me that. So he said that you are such a madman that you are dancing, you are sometimes jumping here and there, and accidentally you have fallen on your sannyas danda and it was broken. So we threw it like that. So Mahaprabhu could understand that this Lord Nityananda, he doesn't like to see me in this form. Actually all the devotees, they were not ready to see the Lord's this mood of separation and the Vira Bhav, and especially the renounce order. So they were trying to do different tricks so that they can give all the facilities, comforts to Lord. Even Jagdanand Pandit and others also, they tried. So Lord became a little bit angry externally, and he said that, okay, either you all go first to Puri or I will go, decide. Then they said that, okay, you can proceed. So before that, then it is said that the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from the Atarnala, he ran in such a speed that he reached in very short time to Lord Jagannath temple. And he was so eager, he was feeling so intense separation from the Lord to see his darshan, that he immediately rushed towards the temple hall, and just behind the Garuda Stambh, that where he was standing, he was taking the darshan of Lord Jagannath. And definitely for us it's like Lord Jagannath, but when Lord was seeing, he was seeing as Lord Shyam Sundar. So with that intense separation, he fell unconscious, and then his body was kind of exhibiting the 8 symptoms of ecstatic symptoms, and he was in trance, and others was thinking that maybe he is trying to do some natakbaji, he's just showing off that he has all the symptoms of love of Godhead and he is the Supreme Personality Godhead. So they may be thinking that, okay, take him out from the temple hall. But Sarvam Bhattacharya, he was expert, he was the head that time. So he came up and he showed that, okay, who is this sannyasi, very young sannyasi, 24 years, tall, stout, everything. Then he thought that, okay, let me examine whether it is the original symptom or something wrong. So he took some cotton swab and then put in his nose nearby, and then he saw very slight movement of the cotton swab. Then he could understand that this is not some ordinary feeling of separation for the Lord. Then definitely he took him to his home, and then the whole history is there, how he came in consciousness. Nityananda Prabhu and others they were searching where is Lord Chaitanya, because they didn't see Lord Chaitanya in temple. So then they went there, they did Harinam, then Lord came in his external senses. So we are seeing that, okay, the separation, the mood that, okay, I want to have darshan of the Lord. And this is one of the symptoms, I would say, that how we are advancing ourselves in Krishna consciousness. Definitely there are different meanings here in the purport. Prabhupada is writing that once that she did 2 offenses. One is like Vaishnava Aparad by putting her leg on Garuda's and Stambh, and then another is by putting on her Lord Chaitanya's shoulder. But very important that Lord was seeing her intense separation or eagerness to see the Lord. And that's what he is praising. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that Lord Jagannath has not bestowed so much eagerness upon me. So this is very important, that we are ready to take the darshan of the Lord, but definitely there are different restrictions in entering in the Lord Jagannath temple, that except Hindus and others, they cannot enter. And many times even the lower tribes and different personalities were also not allowed in the Lord Jagannath temple. So that's why we are seeing that how Lord Jagannath is coming out from his Ratna Singhasan and he is going towards Sundarashal, that is Gundicha temple, and taking darshan in Gundicha temple is like adab darshan. The term in Uriya term is adab darshan. So when this, like taking darshan in Gundicha, even Lord Chaitanya also, he thought that daily he was taking darshan of Lord Jagannath in Ratna Singhasan, Ratna Bedi. But when this Snan Yatra took place, and after that we know that Lord was having fever pastime. So different sabhas, they were taking care of the Lord in this duration of his fever pastime. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is feeling so intense separation that he want to take darshan of Lord Jagannath, but he is unable to do it. So he is thinking that now better to give up, life, like committing suicide. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had unique way. He was thinking that let me enter in the ocean and give up my life, because I am unable to see the darshan of Lord Jagannath. And then immediately, while he was rushing towards ocean, he heard some voice from the sky, celestial voice, and it was said that, don't feel so much separation. Definitely it is Lord Jagannath who, is trying to save Lord Chaitanya in different way. He said that, okay, you are feeling so much separation, then you go to Alarnath and then you can have my darshan there. So very nice, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, sloka is there. Anavasar Jagannathe na paya darshan, Virahala nathe karaila gaman. Saying, when Jagannath was absent from the temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who could not see him, felt separation and left Jagannath Puri to go to a place known as Alarnath. So, as we know that when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he went to Alarnath, he was in such ecstasy, such trance, that he was unable to many times hold himself, because he was in that feeling so much separation. And as soon as he entered in the temple of Lord Alarnath, there was a great sila, big sila was there. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in that, he fell unconscious. And because of his Sattvic Vikar, the stone also melted. So now definitely they have shifted that stone towards one another temple just beside to the Lord Alarnath. There we can see still that how that stone was melted, that how he must, externally I could not imagine also that by someone's body the stone can melt. But yes, this happened. That Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was in that ecstasy, then the stone also melted. So anyway, Lord Chaitanya stayed there for some days. He actually stayed there until unless the Lord Nityananda Prabhu and others they came to Alarnath and informed him that the devotees have come from Bengal, Gauradesh, to take your darshan. So it was every year their festivals, like going from Bengal to Puri to have darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this was also very amazing, because when Pratap Rudra, later he was getting introduced to different devotees, those who came from Bengal. So then Pratap Rudra was seeing that all the devotees, they are not going to temple, they are first going to meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was asking that why devotees are not going to temple to have darshan of Lord Jagannath first. Because this is one of the bhava, that how they are so much intensely connected in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, we know that the song Jai Krishna Sai Jagannath, Jai Gaur Sai Krishna Sai Jagannath. That whoever is, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is Krishna, that is Jagannath. So there was no difference, but still the bhav of the devotees was that, okay, they wanted to have darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first. Then, okay, if time is there, then they will go to meet Lord Jagannath. And yes, as the law was transgressed here also, the lady who was so eager to have darshan of Lord. Similar incident happened when Netrotsav festival took place, like just before the Rath Yatra, the Netra Utsav Darshan or Netun Unmilan. So that day Lord Jagannath gives darshan. So the devotees were also so eager that they transgresses one of the rules, that was that they step over all the prasadam where they all took prasadam, and they went inside to have darshan of the Lord. So generally we see that when we are contaminated or we are not in the proper state, we should not enter the temple. Here also we have facilities in Mayapur that when we are entering, we can wash our feet. If we are coming from very far away, if our legs are not clean, so we can wash our leg and then we can enter. So it's definitely different places we have facilities, but this was one of the trend. So the prasadam area where they serve prasadam, so they were so eager that they just stepped over the prasadam also. Their legs were contaminated, but still they entered in the temple and they were having darshan of Lord Jagannath. So yes, quite different places we see that this transgression took place. But as well as in this Chaitanya Charitamrita, we may have this much eagerness, but definitely there are some of the places where devotees, they have followed some of the etiquettes. So just on the Rath Yatra day, it was the Vyas Puja of His Holiness Radha Govind Das Goswami Maharaj. So I was hearing one of his lecture he gave in Juhu. So he was explaining that, see, there are certain rules and regulations which are set by either Lord or to the temple authorities or someone who is always thinking of the well-being of the temple and the Lord. So we must follow the etiquette. So in that connection he was explaining that when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the Jagannath Puri temple, and our Haridas Thakur, Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, they all were also in the Puri, but they never entered the temple of Lord Jagannath. In one sense we can see that, okay, Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, they are the highly qualified, coming from the elevated Brahmana family, but still they thought that we have served under this Malechas or the Yavanas, so I have also become contaminated, my also caste and other thing was gone now, and I also have become kind of Malecha. So they never entered. He was explaining that Lord means the Pratap Rudra King, he had so much awe and reverence toward Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, okay, you do some arrangement and let them have darshan, he could have done. But Lord never transgressed that law. And neither these personalities also, they felt that, okay, I am very qualified to enter the temple of Lord Jagannath. They also never demanded to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or to someone that, okay, make some arrangements so that I can go and have darshan. So very beautifully Maharaj was saying that, are we more qualified? Sometimes some of them, those who are not qualified, but still they are trying to enter in the temple, although knowing the rules and regulation. So was saying that, yes, how our mood should be more and more humble, that, okay, I am not at all qualified. Yes, definitely when we are in that situation, Lord, when He is seeing our humble attitude, then he is showering his blessings. And one of the way actually that how we can make a place or this kind of soft corner in the heart of the Lord, when devotees are kind of giving some of our services, that what we are doing, how nicely we are trying to do in the past time of King Pratap Rudra. So Lord said that, oh no, I don't want to see the Visai, he's a king. Seeing him is like, having association of a woman, and for sannyasi it is not good, it's not advised. So he totally denied actually that he don't want to have darshan of King Pratap Rudra. But later different devotees were saying, Lord denied it. But when Ramananda Rai, he didn't say anything that, okay, you Lord, you give darshan and other thing. But he simply just started glorifying Ramananda Rai, not Ramananda, King Pratap Rudra. That such a great devotee that he is serving, and he explained him that what are the, way he is serving. And then he allowed him also, when he was serving in the southern region of India, so he took leave from there and he was got permission to come and stay with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to do some services. And he was also given pension, not half, full. So full pension was given to him. And then when Lord Chaitanya, he saw him, that on the Rath Yatra day, he was blooming, then his heart more melted. So we are seeing that yes, we may have so much eagerness, we may have so many things, but if we are going in the parampara, in the line of disciplic succession, because definitely he also showed sometimes some restlessness that, okay, if I am not going to get darshan of, or I don't want, if I am unable to get the audience of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then I will become Kanphata sannyasi or something. So definitely devotees, they never liked that idea that you become kind of sannyasi and renounce all this thing. So they were thinking in their own heart that, okay, how we can make the arrangements so that he can get the mercy. So in all the different leelas, we are seeing that how very important that we are making a kind of good relation with the devotees. And then when they are going and praying to Lord, and they are saying that, okay, give some mercy to him, Lord is okay, he is not denying, he never denies, because the devotees are so dear, that's why he gives him whatever they says. So this eagerness is very, very important. And in this connection, one of the Rup Goswami's Padyavali is there. He writes very nicely. It comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. He is saying, Krishna bhakti rasa bhavita mati kriyatam yadi kutopi labhyate tatra laulyam api mulyam ekam janma koti sukritir na labhyate. It is said, the translation says, pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness cannot be had even by pious activities and hundreds and thousands of lives. It can be attained only by paying one price, that is intense greed to obtain it. If it is available somewhere, one must purchase it without delay. So as we know that greediness, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, these are the three ways to leading to the hell in a wide range. But still, how we can dovetail this lobha, the greediness, that we want to have the darshan of the Lord, we want to serve the Lord, that kind of eagerness if we have, then definitely the same way can transcend us from this world. And this greediness is not only the external things. The greediness which we are seeing here, the greediness which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, the Lord Chaitanya's devotees also they had. Because one time when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was coming to Ramakeli to meet Rupa and Sanatan Goswami to shower his blessings actually. Because before reaching actually they wrote so many letters to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that they wanted to have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also made a plan that he will be going to Vrindavan, and maybe on the way he will come to this Gaudadesh, and then he will be meeting to Rupa and Sanatan, and Narsinganand Brahmachari he is making on the way the roads. Roads means like he is decorating the roads or the pathway with the flowers and others. And one time he is seeing that okay, the pathway is stopped, he is unable to make the pathway, and that was the Kanai Natsala. And then from there Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again returns back to Puri, and then again he goes back to Vrindavan. So anyway, different things are there. So I just said some of the slokas actually. It is showing that how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees, that they were also trying to have darshan of the Lord, and when they seeing that Lord is stepping on different places, they were also taking the mud, and it was so huge that it becomes big holes, So he's saying, Yaha jai Prabhu taha koti sankhalo dekhite aise dekhi khanda dukhat so. So he's saying, wherever the Lord visited, crowd of innumerable people came to see him. When they saw him, all their unhappiness and lamentation disappeared. He's saying, Jaha jaha Prabhu charan padaye chalite se matika loye klo garta hoye pathe. So whenever the Lord touched the ground with his lotus feet, people immediately came and gathered the dirt. Indeed, they gathered so much that many holes were created in the road. So I'm just trying to understand that how the different holes were created, because Lord Chaitanya is keeping one feet here, then next there. So it is like whether it is hole in the road or road in the hole, difficult to identify. So that was the mood, that how devotees were also feeling so much they wanted to have such mercy. Okay, keep some dust, because anyway they will not have the association of the Lord. So in that separation, maybe they will put some dust on their head every day, and they will remember the Lord. So this was some of the the mood, that yes, how they wanted to have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had different purpose. He wanted to go and meet Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, and the whole description is there, that how Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, when they are meeting to Lord, first of all they met Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya and others, and he requested that he wanted to have meeting with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But then later he was got opportunity to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, they are seeing that how fallen they are. They praised actually Jagai Madai. They praised Jagai Madai that they got delivered, by your mercy, because they had some good qualities. What were the good qualities? They were in the Holy Dham, and they took birth in the Brahmana family. They never served some Yavanas. So like that, a big list is there, that how Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami explaining the good qualities of Jagai and Madai. And then later he is saying that we are just lower than nowhere kind of thing. We are good for nothing. So we have only one hope, that you shower your mercy. And then Lord is saying, Janme janme tumi dui kinkara ama achirate Krishna tomai karibe uddhar. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, birth after birth, you have been my eternal servants. I am sure that Krishna will deliver you very soon. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is recognizing that you have been my eternal servant. Although externally they are serving now the Nawab, and external in Hindu rituals, they have fallen, that they have served the Yavanas and they have become now Muslims. So they were untouchable kind of thing. But still Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking that you are my eternal servants, birth after birth. And as Lord Jagannath also, he has come. He is also claiming all the fallen souls. Because as in the previously we have already discussed that there are various restrictions that we cannot go and have darshan. And even if we go also, those who are eligible to go in the temple, there is so much rush that you will be pushed out very soon. Okay, go, you have took darshan. So many things are there. But when Lord himself comes in the Rath Yatra, different devotees, they are praying, and how Lord is fulfilling everyone's prayers and their desires, it is beyond our imagination. And that's why we are seeing that how Rath is moving. Sometimes it's moving very fast, sometimes it's getting delayed. This time also Rath moved only some distance. Rath did not reach to the Gundicha temple in a one day. So most of the time, sometimes we are seeing that these pastimes happens. And many times also Lord is going toward the temple of Gundicha. And one of the incident was there that one devotee, he was trying to make a pillow for Lord Jagannath. That special pillow, we know that when we are taking Lord from the main temple, then different places we keep the Lord. And the Lord is so heavy that sometimes the pillow bursts. So in the Jagannath Puri, this whole Leela was happening, and then all the Daitapatis, they were trying to hold Lord Jagannath, and they kept in one place, and then immediately the pillow was busted. And then one devotee is very far away in the kind of Delhi region. He is thinking that I will be making one pillow for Lord. Actually the king gave him that particular region, that okay, you make two special pillows. So he was making different two pillows, very, very special, nice carving, everything. And then in the dream only, when he's seeing that the Lord Jagannath pillow busted, so in the dream he gave that okay, Jagannath, this for you, you can use it for your service. So that pillow was used again there in the Jagannath service. And then when king came, so he was asking that where is my another pillow? He said, I gave it to Lord Jagannath. So he's saying, where is your Lord? He's saying very far away in Puri. So he said that how could this can happen? So this all pastime we are seeing that how Lord is very eager actually to take service from different person. So although different person may restrict different personalities to have darshan of Lord or to have the mercy of the Lord, but Lord is eager. Lord is eager to give mercy. We are seeing in different pastime that how although Lord is there, and in the Bhagavad Gita also Krishna is saying that Naham Prakasa Sarvasya Yogamaya Samavrita. He is covered, he is covered, he is covering himself with the curtain of Yogamaya. He don't want to give darshan. Even if we take darshan, pasyan api na pasyati. Even if we see, we can't see it, like Duryodhana and others they saw. But they could not recognize that okay, he is the Supreme Personality Godhead. So until unless the mercy of the Lord is there, we cannot understand, we cannot see. Even like the slight trace of the mercy of the Lord, if is bestowed on us, then we can see the Lord and we can receive all the mercy actually. And Lord is in that mood because he is seeing many times we are lazy, we are unable to go to the temple also. One very quite interesting incident, when I heard with one of the devotee who came actually in our camp. He became devotee, but previously he was from Bengal and he used to go to Puri. So Puri when he was going, so he was going along with his parents. So the parents of that particular devotee, or he also, never visited temple, Puri temple. They were on the seashore having the nice time, taking bath in sea or spending some time in the sea, having different funs, eating different items. So he said that, Prabhuji, I came to Puri but never entered the temple. We just enjoyed the life in the sea beach and then returned back. So then I thought that, oh my God, yes, there are some personalities who exist still that they are not going to the temple. So that's why Lord Jagannath is coming out. Okay, you are not coming, I am coming. Okay, let's take darshan, have darshan. And such a, such commotion and such things are there that just by having darshan, pulling the Lord, can we cut our rope of affection or the cycle of birth and death in this material world? Sometimes very, very difficult. We cannot understand that how could this can happen. Because if nothing is impossible for the Lord, Lord has already desired that, okay, He wants to take us to go back to Godhead. So there is nothing impossible for Him. He can take us, no problem. But externally we may not be able to understand. So when we are, reading, hearing these all pastimes, then we should be like, the different person, they are kind of getting attracted towards the Lord. And they also wanted to come to meet actually to the Lord and to have the darshan. Even like in the TV news and other places also, we are seeing that how different persons actually, they are coming from different backgrounds. They are not devotee, but still they are coming. They are thinking that, what is this Rath Yatra, that people are so mad that they wanted to have darshan of the Lord. And when I was reading in Bhagavad Gita, in the 15th chapter, in the 6th sloka, in the Natat Bhasate Suryo Na Sasanga Na Pavaka Yad Gatva Na Nivartante Tad Dham Paramam. So in that purport, if we go down, then Prabhupada is writing, one should be captivated by this information. He should desire to transfer himself to that eternal world and extricate himself from this false reflection of reality. So one should be captivated. So yes, it's very captivated, the Lord's darshan and the Lord's mercy. Last year actually, somehow by grace of all the devotees and Lord, I got the opportunity to go in the Ulta Rath to Puri Dham. And I was seeing that how different devotees, they are just coming. And we reached actually few days back, that's why we could enter in the Puri also. Otherwise they were channelized to different routes, and like they were coming maybe after 2 days entering the Puri. So yes, devotees, different persons, they are just coming to have darshan of the Lord. From which places they are coming, suddenly so much crowd, you cannot move. But the facility is that when Lord is coming from that Gundicha temple to main temple, he is also eagerly waiting that, okay, so many devotees are there, because they could not come for Ulta Rath, so I have to make some arrangements. So he also stays 2-3 days outside. So first of all, when he comes, if it is good luck in the sense means for the pandas and others, then Lord will come in 1 day only. Sometimes he comes in 2 days also. Then he stays there, and then we can have darshan all time. The most important, like how much we can take darshan. Lord is showing that yes, we can take darshan unlimited, we can have that much separation. And definitely the darshan is incomplete without having prasadam. So you must take also some prasad of Lord Jagannath. So Lord stays there, and then 1 day after, when he comes back, then 1 day is Sona based darshan on Ekadasi day. Generally it takes place on Ekadasi day, and Lord gives Sona based darshan. Lord is dressed in golden ornaments and full tight security. You have to go in a channel, then long way to go out, and sometimes I have to ask where is my location, where I have to come, because mobile also we have to keep, otherwise it will disappear in the crowd. So, and then next day, I'll just conclude with this. So the next day is Adhar Pan Darshan, you know. So this is very special Adhar Pan Darshan. In this we can see that the Lord, big kind of mud vessels is placed in front of Lord, big vessels, and it has very unique rasas or different juice are there in that, and that juice is actually made with different items are there. I forgot now what all the different spices, rice powder and different things are there, and Lord is fed that one. And then after feeding, what the pandas they will do, they will break the pot, and then immediately all the juice will come out, and some of the pandas they will collect and give it like Mahaprasad. But we have to be very careful, because that is for the ghost because the ghost and others, those who are unable to liberate actually. So for that actually this Adhar Pan is special juice is offered to Lord Jagannath, and when Lord Jagannath is taking that, then the ghost also they come and take this special juice, and then they deliver from that kind of ghostly body. And then the next day is Lord entering in the temple. Yes, already time, so I'll just quickly so Lord is entering in the temple, and Lakshmi Devi will close the door. She will not allow Lord Jagannath to enter, and then Lord Jagannath has to go and kind of externally manana kehte, he has to implore the Lakshmi Devi that okay, please allow me to enter, and he takes special rasgulla to give to Lakshmi Devi, that okay, please allow me, see I have brought some nice rasgullas for you, take something. So on that day, on the Bada Dand, you can see so much rasgulla shops immediately comes, and then you can also purchase and offer it to Jagannath, and then you can distribute to other devotees also. And even if you are not distributing, others will distribute you. He will give you because so much everybody is trying to give mercy, so we will not be hungry in the Puri, that's for sure. So that's a different thing, that how different pandas will be there, they will not be allowing Lord Jagannath to enter. Then again different things are there, how Lord Jagannath will enter. So these all 3 days like Jagannath, different darshans and different pastimes are there, and in this way Lord is trying to take us back to Godhead by having different means, and that's why Lord has come. So we will stop here as 9 o'clock. So Shri Jagannath Baldev Sudha Maharani ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Okay, so with the restriction of time, I am stopping here. Hare Krishna.